In this story, I want to talk about a man who became known as the Nightbat. Reza Khosrow started his illegal activities in 991 when he was 31 years old. The first time he was arrested by the police in the same year, 991, but he managed to escape. The next time, in 997, he was arrested on charge of 9 murders. And of course, that was the last time he was ever arrested. Now let's see how things reached this point. One day at 7 in the morning, this man had written on the walls of a stadium, "I don't owe anything to anyone, and I have no claims against anyone. I ask everyone for forgiveness." He was born in the village called Farouj. Interestingly, when he was 9 years old, he was given to another family to be raised. Unfortunately, he was never able to find his real family. Nightbat started this stealing at the age of 13. The first crime happened in one of the city's squares, where he stole items from inside a car. He was caught and the police sent him a juvenile rehabilitation center. This became the beginning of his criminal path. After some time, he got married, but because of this bad behavior, he separated from his wife. In 992, he moved to Tehran and started working as a taxi driver. During this time, he managed to use a stolen doctor's stamp over pretense that he was a doctor. With these simple tools, he was able to build relationships with young women. From that point on, he take them to isolated places, and after stealing their belongings, he would isolate them. Although this man had been arrested several times, he was able to deceive the authorities using different tricks. Now let's get to how he was finally arrested. One of the detectives working on the case said that this man always picked up his victims after 10 p.m. and did it very professionally. He also left almost no evidence behind. That was why he became known as the Nightbat. The only witness we had were a female caretaker and her child, who had miraculously survived and escaped from him. After questioning them, we became certain that the person who had picked them up in his car was the same one that killed. With their help, we were able to create a picture of his face. We discovered that this face belonged to a man named Murad Naderi. He was actually the person we were looking for, but he had changed his name. What a trick he had pulled. The police searched for him for 4 months, till one night One of the officers went home to rest and noticed a young man standing next to a white car from his window. Since the officer knew the neighborhood well, the suspect that the car might be stolen. So he went to ask the man some questions. The man, who was actually the night bat from our story, told the officer that he was waiting for his friend and that he really didn't know who the car belonged to. But at that moment, the police patrol arrived, and the officer decided to arrest the suspect. However, after questioning him, the police found to have no evidence against him and released him. Do you know what the interesting part is? Nightbat returned to the same car. He didn't know that the police were watching him. When the officer saw him going back to the car, he asked him to show the car documents. The man, the nightbat, claimed, I found his car. I found his car key in the park. The police officer was not convinced. He checked the license plate and discovered that the car had been stolen. Based on the evidence found by the police, they discovered that the document belonged to a man who worked as a construction material seller. He had already told the judge that this car, along with the document inside it, had been stolen a few days earlier. But that day, the police called him and told him that this car had been found and the thief had been arrested. All pieces of puzzles had finally come together. This was the killer they had been searching for. At first, he denied committing the crimes till they confronted him with the woman who had escaped from him. She recognized him, but since there was still no direct evidence against him, they did not know his real identity. Then his picture was published in the newspapers. Someone called and said that he knew the suspect. He explained that his brother owned a barber shop, and that the man's real name was Ghulam Reza Khoshru. In the end, he confessed to his crimes. What do you think about this man? And please, please share your ideas in the comments. And please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel. Till next video, I love you and goodbye.